Plaintiff Courtney Marr has been friends with the defendant since high school, and she claims the defendant is argumentative and aggressive. Courtney's suing because she co-signed on a rental car for the defendant, but she failed to return the car on time and got tickets on the vehicle. Defendant Andrea Black says she was good friends with Courtney. However, all of that changed after Andrea got in a near-fatal car accident and Courtney showed no concern. Andrea does not believe she owes Courtney for anything.
Start with you.
So the defendant and I have known each other for about 6 years. We met back in high school. We've always been really good friends. She has a very energetic personality, but there have been multiple times where we have been out and that energetic personality has become like aggressive or somewhat negative.
What does that
What
mean?
does that have to do with anything?
Describe that. When you say aggressive, what does that mean?
So I, this year, had gotten her a job, or helped her get a job at the restaurant that I was working at. There were multiple instances where she would leave the host stand and go to the back, be on the phone for like a decent amount of time, like fighting with either her ex-boyfriend or somebody in her family or something like that, and it was kind of reflecting on her negatively.
How? What did she do in the restaurant, in the public,
like you could hear her
aggressively?
screaming in the restaurant from the back, type of thing.
Okay, and you call that her being aggressive or her arguing with her family? That's
What? Well, I'm thinking specifically of her ex-boyfriend.
okay.
Yeah.
So arguing with her boyfriend. Okay, 'cause you threw me off when you said aggressive.
Sorry.
A lot of times people use that to say violent.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
I wouldn't go as far to say.
Okay.
I wouldn't go as far to say violent.
I hear a lot of
But-
that aggressive.
Yeah.
A lot of times, folks implying that you're violent.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm very aggressive with my career.
Yeah. Well,
A lot
that's
of people
good.
are very aggressive.
Yeah.
And they need to be with their career. Go ahead. She said you argued with your boyfriend and your family at the restaurant. Therefore, you're an angry, aggressive woman.
I don't see what my phone conversations have to do with the
She
car
does.
rental. Care to explain what it has to do with
She
it?
says she can hear it. She don't want to hear that.
But, I mean, if it was that bad, why
She
was I
doesn't
still
want to hear it.
employed?
She doesn't have anywhere else to walk. Can't plug her ears.
Your Honor,
You make her stand there and listen.
if anything, she should be serving, not in the back and listening to my conversations, or in the back listening to my conversations. She should be on the line or serving her guests.
Makes sense to me.
So, I don't get why.
What do you want to tell me about your relationship with?
So, me and Courtney's been friends, as she said, for a long time, little over 6 years. You know, we lived with each other for a short period of time. She did get me the job recently, like we was working with each other. We were good friends. We went to concerts, all that good stuff. You know, like we hanged out. We were good. It wasn't until August when I had almost lost my life in a car accident, and Courtney showed no interest. She did not care. In fact, she texted me and said to stop telling her about it. She's seen what I said and she doesn't care. It's my karma for what happened with the rental. And that really hurt because we were really, like, I understand that $4,000, like...
You're talking about this claim right now, so I'm going to allow her to tell me about the claim. You threw me off when you said aggressive.
Sorry.
A lot of times people use that to say violent.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
I wouldn't go as far to say.
Okay.
I wouldn't go as far to say violent.
Because I'm very aggressive with my career.
Yeah.
A
Well,
lot
that's
of people
good.
are very aggressive.
Yeah.
And they need to be with their career.
Plaintiff Courtney Marr is suing her former friend, who claims after she got in a near-fatal car accident, Courtney couldn't have cared less.
Go ahead. Tell me what happened to cause you to sue her.
So back in July, Andrea was looking to get a car rental to go to Connecticut for the weekend for a family reunion. She was looking to leave that night, and she did not have a major credit card, so she was looking for someone to sign on with her to get the rental. She had asked multiple people before coming to me, but she did ask me. I initially told her I wasn't comfortable with that responsibility, but I did feel bad, and I wanted to help her a little bit, so I wanted to take her maybe to the rental place to, you know, at least get her halfway there, but not fully put my name down. But I did feel bad. She was scrambling and like really upset, so I did cave in. She's my friend, and I helped her get the rental car.
Good.
There was an agreement. She was going to take it for the weekend, and she ended up returning it, well, allegedly returning it late. She had told me in a text hear that she was on her way to drop off the car because I had consistently asked her, like, I asked her on the Monday that it was supposed to be returned, hey, the car is supposed to be returned in an hour. Are you on your way to return the car? She told me that something had come up, but she was in contact with the rental place and that she was extending it for 1 day. So the next day I said, okay, you're on the way to drop off the car. I just said, okay, let me know what the fees are, please. And we left it at that. So my understanding is that she returned the car. I also asked her, I got an email about damages to the car, so I asked her about that, and she said, no, there's no way. I returned the car. The gentleman at the rental car company and I both checked the car, and there's no damages, which means that you dropped off the car. A month had gone by. My credit card statements kept fluctuating from the rental car place. So I went in to get a final receipt so I could just have everything in order. They told me the car was never returned. So I honestly didn't think Andrea did anything wrong. I thought it must be a misunderstanding because she had switched the car in Connecticut. I was like, all right, it must just be like all over the place on paper. Let me just get in contact with her. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, I went to Enterprise to get a final receipt. They're saying you never returned the car. She starts freaking out saying, oh, I gave it to my friend. She was supposed to return it. This is the first time I'm hearing of a friend.
Have you ever cursed your family or friends out? Anybody?
Have I?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well then that's why they're doing this to you. You need to get aggressive and start doing some cussing out of your family and friends on the phone in the other room.
Yeah.
And hope nobody don't hear you. Well, just close the door. She wasn't decent enough to close the door when she cussed out her boyfriend. They won't do that to her.
I mean, it ended up happening.
I'm just saying.
After this happened, we've
her
definitely
do
had
you
our
like
back
that.
and
See,
forth.
he took advantage of your kindness,
Agreed.
from what I'm hearing. And when you've asked for your money, what has she said? The most recent time, tell me that.
The most recent time was the time that she was referring to. I had asked her, I was asking her every day, multiple times a day, for what the plan is, because I felt like she was kind of sitting back waiting for something.
What has she said last?
She said, I don't have time for this. I just got in a major car accident. And I said, what do you mean you don't have time for this? This is money that you owe me.
Now, the accident wasn't a rental car. This is another car. When was it returned?
So it was August, I believe it was August 8th that I had found out when I had gone to go get the receipt. That's when I contacted Andrea. Andrea contacted her friend to try to get an explanation from her. I guess a couple days had gone by and the girl finally returned the car. And the next day is when I got the final receipt.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't do well with cars. Did she hurt herself in the accident? She told you that? What happened? What did she tell you happened?
Her spine, she had fractures in her spine.
Broken
But
bones.
I mean, in that moment, that's not why I was texting her. And I feel like I'm pretty understanding and kind. Like, I wasn't trying to say I don't care about your well-being, but at that point,
She didn't care about your pocket.
Yeah, every time that I had,
You should have said, are you living? Are you going to live?
she's texting me.
She
I think
said,
she's
yeah.
good enough to.
She said, okay, now where my money?
Exactly. So every time that I was reaching out to her, it seemed like she was just giving me an excuse.
Of course.
Oh, I'm in the hospital.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start?
Defend yourself.
So
If you don't want to defend yourself, I'll just
when
grant her judgment.
when I had got the car in July, that, obviously, I got it, I went to the family reunion or whatever. Me and Courtney was never out of the loop when it came to the car. The only time when she out of the loop was when I gave the car to somebody else to return and went totally wrong. But when I was in CT, I told her that something had came up and I wasn't coming back at this date, and I had gave her the extra money that had went towards that extra extend time for the times that I did have the car and I was aware that the car was out. The day that the car was supposed to be returned, I was going, as Courtney says, there was issues at work with me yelling and all that other stuff. So she could have expressed also that I'm always late and stuff for work. So I was always late and tardy and stuff. So I couldn't be late again. I was literally told not to be late again, or I'm going to get suspended or reduced hours. So I couldn't be late. I had my friend drop me off, and then I had her bring the car to Enterprise. So I've known this girl for years. She's very, I thought she was trustworthy or whatever. So It was.
You thought she was trustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she thought I was
She let you down, didn't she?
Plaintiff Courtney Marr is suing her former friend, who claims after she got in a near-fatal car accident, Courtney couldn't have cared less.
Go ahead, ma'am.
So, yeah, so basically, I gave her the car. She was supposed to return it. She called me and said that she got into traffic and she couldn't make it at 4 or whatever. But something just came up. If she gives me the money for the car to, like, for the extra day, because it would have been extended anyways because it's past 4 o'clock. So either way, I would have had to pay Courtney another $68 or $70, I think it was, for a day, because the car already passed 4. Honestly, I was really just like, you know what, whatever. Just make sure that car is returned first thing in the morning. I need you to call me when it happens. Now, I worked that morning at 9 a.m., so 10 a.m. So I wasn't able to, you know, go and do that and meet her and all that other stuff. So she kept it overnight. She FaceTimed me, and then she put the phone in her pocket, and she was talking to somebody who was like, oh, the car looks good. I can hear doors opening. She went inside. She signed it off. She said she dropped it off. I'm like, all right, I got to go. My manager came to the host stand. I'm at the host stand. I'm just, at that point, I never called in a price to double check to see if the car was really returned or not, because I'm thinking it really was returned. Courtney never called as well, so because we're both thinking it's returned or whatever. Also, Courtney didn't know I gave the car to the other girl to return, but neither did we call to make sure that the car was actually returned. Courtney took my word and I took her word. And then when Courtney called me, I think it was maybe 3 weeks after that.
What's your defense to not paying for the car that you gave to someone else without her permission and all the other things that happened to it? Why wouldn't you be responsible?
I feel like I wouldn't be responsible because I wasn't the person
who should be
driving the.
Who should
I feel
be?
like
Who should
Jessica
be responsible?
Should be responsible.
Pardon me?
My friend, the other girl.
Okay, well, you need to sue her because today you're going to pay her. You're responsible to her. She has nothing to do with your friend, doesn't know what you did, doesn't care what you do until something goes wrong and you have to pay her. And so that's what you're going to have to do. I'm going to advise you, young lady, you sound very, very irresponsible. You're fussing and fighting on the job where your colleagues can hear you. They hear all your business. Go gossip about it. Now she's on national television talking about it. By your own admission, you're late all the time? You think you're gonna keep a job like that? Who's going to hire you? Who's going to keep you once they find out you're chronically late? And then, of course, you neglected her friendship. You abused her friendship, quite frankly. And so I'm going to grant her judgment and advise you to become more responsible, as you're going to have a lot of problems in your life ahead of you. Good luck to you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
We are civil, but I'm not seeing a long-term friendship.
I'm not really concerned about a friendship right now because it's just no point. If I'm not trusted, there's no friendship, you know?
Plaintiff Jacqueline Spiller says she and the defendant were friends with benefits. And even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great. Jacqueline is suing the defendant today for breach of contract. Defendant Dante Caldwell says Jacqueline was obsessed with him, and she not only asked him to wear her husband's wedding ring, but she was also known to come by his home unannounced and shower him with gifts. He's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
I met Dante in 2018 through my cousin. My cousin said, hey, I got a good guy. I think you should meet him. Despite everything my cousin told me, the good and bad, I decided to meet him. And I said I liked that he was a single dad and that he had a job and he changed his life from being a gang member. So we met. Our friendship became a situationship, basically.
What does that mean?
Friends with benefits. Everything was going great. And then a month later, things quickly changed. He started asking me to give him my pain pills to sell for extra money, having his son to ask me for money, and having me to take his son to and from the mall for every day. I felt like I was being used.
Why'd you do it? It wasn't. You didn't have a relationship with him.
The sex was great, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. It's going to make it tough for you to prove your case. He gonna say, no, Your Honor, time I stopped giving her sex, she wanted to sue me. And for those who don't know, friends with benefits mean it's a relationship, for the most part, strictly based on sex. You don't date, you don't go places. You stop by at 1, 11, whatever time of night, come in there, y'all do your business. He go home, you hear from him when he's ready to stop by again.
Plaintiff Jacqueline Spiller says she and the defendant were friends with benefits, and even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great.
So you tell me what happened. Give me the background.
Well, sir, me and Jackie, we was having sex for like about 2 or 3 weeks, and I never made a commitment to her or anything until I realized that she was kind of crazy a little bit. You know, she offered me to wear her husband's at the time wedding ring. I'm like, where's ring? What I'm gonna do with that? She was like, pawn it or something.
This is during sex? She make you talk like
No,
you too?
this before.
That's all y'all did is have sex, you say?
That's it.
Put this ring on and sound like my ex-husband. Sound like she wanted him back, doctor.
Yeah.
She couldn't get him back, so you were the next best thing. That was the next best thing. Just sound like him.
No, but she wanted me. She was like, I don't want his ring, or she was like pawn it or something. I was like, nah, and you know, just when she used to pop up at the house unannounced. I got some shoes for you and your son. And then she just popping up at the house unannounced. I'm 51 years old. She got me in the house peeking through the blinds.
Oh, you know that's a lie.
I'm like, cut your phone off. If she can't get in contact with me, she'll try to text my son.
Where you at?
Yeah.
I got to have it. I ain't never had nothing like
That's
it.
a lie.
I'm turned out. I'm sprung. What would she say to your son, really?
And sometime I have, don't answer that. Don't answer it.
Your whole household could not answer the phone.
Had to put him on silent because she had the door trying to call to see if they ring.
She comes to the door unannounced.
Unannounced.
You ever
That's a
get
lie,
caught
Your
in
Honor.
there while you acting like you weren't when she came by for her fix?
Exactly, yeah. My son let her in one time.
He
I'm in the
did?
room.
Oh, how'd that go? Tell me what happened. You had to give it up.
Nah.
Yes, you did. Did you have to put the ring on that day?
Nah.
And disguise your voice?
Nah.
Really, man, just one question. I'm going to leave that alone. But seriously, does he at all sound like your husband, your ex-husband?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, so that wasn't the thing. All right, I'll let you off the hook on that. Tell me about the money, ma'am.
He owes me $4,300.
Mm-hmm.
He borrowed $500
When?
cash in the 5th month of 2018.
Okay, May of 18. Mm-hmm.
Then the car he originally had bad tires, and he couldn't get to work. So I frequently go to a tire shop I've used for years, and he asked me if I could get him tires. And I said, yes, I'll get you tires, but you need to pay it back on my credit card. So I took him to my tire shop, and they gave me a deal since they knew me, and he got 4 new tires.
How much?
That was $200. Then that car started giving him problems. He had an old Honda Civic that couldn't make it down the hill to his son's football games. Everybody was passing him up, he said, and they were laughing at him. So he told his brother, excuse my French, my itch will get me a car. I didn't know what that type of language meant in this day and age of this language that the kids use now. And so he says, well, can you help me get a car? He went to a place where you can put down 10% of the amount of the car. So I said, okay, well, I'll help you, but you have to pay the money back. And so we drove to my bank. I took a cash advance off 2 credit cards and some money out of my money market account, and I had cash in my pocket. And it totaled up to $3,600.
That was May as well?
That was in June.
Okay.
He signed a promissory note. We both signed a promissory note that I have here.
Let's see it, please.
plaintiff, Jacqueline Spiller, says she and the defendant were friends with benefits. And even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great.
Sorry, let me hear from you.
Well, upon the promissory note that she talking about, I have signed.
Well, let's first start. Did you receive these monies, and were they loans?
Now, I received some, maybe.
Let's go over it. May of 18, did you receive $500?
No, I mean, unless she talking about the
You did
shoes,
not receive $500. No, I ain't asked you what she's talking about. Did you receive $500 from her in May?
No.
All right, you're denying that. Now, $200 in May. Did you receive anything of value or monies equaling $200 in May?
Equaling to? No.
Yes. All right. No. And nothing of value equaling $500 in May. All right. And $3,600 in June. Did you receive anything of value or cash from her of $3,600?
No.
All right, so none of what she says is true in terms of bestowing the money on you or anything of the same value.
No.
Okay, so why do you think she's making this up?
Because we stopped having sex.
So she just started making these things up in her mind?
I signed a promissory note.
Why?
Because she was going to give me the money to get the car.
Okay.
But then she put stipulations on what I can do with the car and who I can have in it. I can't have no women in the car. When she wanted to drive it, she, you know, it's okay for her to come get it. And I told her, well, no, I'll wait. I don't want the car right now. I have video and evidence of her tearing up the promissory note.
So
and I have the video here.
So did you rip it up, and if so, why?
I did rip it up,
Why?
Your Honor, because he threatened me.
Did you go to the police?
No, I was afraid.
All right. So what happened now? That threat, you're not afraid anymore?
I contacted an attorney and explained to the attorney what was going on throughout this whole year that I've been.
The threat, ma'am. We're talking about the threat.
I wasn't going to let him get away with it. I had contacted an attorney.
No, why didn't you call the police? That's the part that doesn't make sense. And how did you go from being so fearful to even go to the police? But within a couple of days, you were brave enough to go to the lawyer who can't even protect you. How did you get that courage?
The attorney is actually my friend, Your Honor, so he gave me advice. And so he told me to go get a restraining order. And when I did go get the...
Hold on. Restraining orders don't protect you as much as the police. They don't send police. They don't wait on you to get killed. If you tell them somebody's about to kill me, and I was scared to go to the police, but I'm here to talk to y'all, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, go to the police. Somebody just told you to kill you, ma'am. Don't wait on a restraining order. Go ahead, sir.
Do that sound like somebody that was scared of me after they tore up the promissory note?
Dante, I love you dearly. This is July, next month. I've torn up paper. I'm a real woman, so I'm going to stay off your bumper so tough and give you your space. You know where to find me, dear. Peace and blessings to you. What's the video you're supposed to see?
They should have it already.
All right, let's see it. This is what?
That's the promissory note.
Oh, you're tearing it up. All right. Tearing it up because, Dante, I love you dearly. And I've torn up that paper. How has she harassed you? By coming over all the time?
She's coming.
You shouldn't have laid it on her so good. Ma'am, of course, I don't have to explain to you why your claim is dismissed. That's why I cross-examined you, because I could tell. You tore it up because you wanted some more, just as you've expressed here, just as we just saw. Have a good day.
After the day, we ain't got no more dinners.
We ain't never had no more.
That's what I'm talking about, just like that.